The last question is that let's find all such a real coefficient multiple style, and then this satisfies only. If the value of this function is an integer, then it will be like this. This word a must also be an integer, and then the answer is that px is equal to x in m plus n, and then if m is right, it can take all integers, except for 0, and then n can take all integers. Then, let's think about it here. That is, let's first prove that this px is linear. First we are, and then we make a difference to qpx, and then define it as a qx, so we want to prove what we want to prove. Do we want to prove that it is linear? We must definitely prove this qx. It is the 19th session, because if this is an unbounded one, if it is unbounded, it means that if we look at this p-him, if this px is his, that is the largest. The number of times the largest term is greater than 1, so there must be a word that is greater than 1, and then, because it is to make it large enough, it will be small enough, and its word must be greater than 1, so it may be that there is 1, and its word is a real number, because the function of this function is so continuous in this area. And then what? Here it is x, and here it is x plus 1. If they take it, they take it, if they take the value, if the difference is greater than 1. In this case, they must be at a certain point in the middle, and their knowledge point is also an integer. However, due to the discrete nature of this integer, it is impossible for them to store other integers in the middle, and in the middle, the function value of this function with a point is an integer, but its original value is definitely not an integer, so it is contradictory. So, our px must be in the form of a linear function like ax plus b. Then, we must be thinking of something like this, which is a subset of the integer order of an integer. And then, we are me, and then we are 4. That is, if this thing is an integer sublevel, x must also belong to an integer level. Then we must be, and then in this case, we must hope that it is one of the corner value of a. It is an integer, it belongs to an integer, and if a is the absolute value of my a, is it a m fraction and then it is me, and then we originally became an m branch?